Have you ever paused to question the absurdity of our traditions? Why do we teach our children to blindly trust a stranger in a bright red suit? A kind old man with a snow-white beard and a sack full of hope. We are conditioned to believe that beneath that velvet costume beats the heart of a giver. But in my dark case files, the color red does not always symbolize the warmth of a hearth fire. Sometimes it is the color of arterial blood, staining the crisp edges of stolen banknotes. Sometimes the man in the Santa suit did not come down the chimney to give. He came to take your soul. Welcome to Cisco, Texas. The year is 1927. A place where Christmas was not celebrated with laughter and carols, but was carved into history with the roar of shotguns and the creaking of a hangman's noose. I am Mr. Private Eye, and this is the tragic tale of the Santa Claus Bank Robbery. Walk with me for a moment down the dusty main street of Cisco. It is December 23rd. The air is biting cold. A storm that Texans call the Blue Norther is brewing on the horizon. Red dust swirls in the wind, mixing with the metallic scent of crude oil and the faint rotting smell of gingerbread. People rush past, buying last-minute gifts. The smiles plastered on their faces look as fragile as glass ornaments. The atmosphere of celebration is merely a facade, because beneath this peace, greed is creeping in, not in the shadows, but walking in bright daylight, wearing a suit of bright crimson. To understand this tragedy, you must understand the law of the land. In the 1920s, bank robbery was spreading like a plague. The Bankers Association issued a rule that was purely insane. They placed a bounty of $5,000 for dead bank robbers. You heard me right. Dead bank robbers. Not a single cent for the ones taken alive. This meant that the moment a robbery occurred, every citizen was not just a witness. They transformed into executioners, fueled by the hunger for gold. In this town, a shotgun was cheaper than a human life. And that was the stage that Marshall Ratliff chose for his final performance. Marshall Ratliff, an ex-con fresh out of prison, wanted to rob the bank in his hometown, but his face was too well known. So he donned the uniform of ultimate trust. A Santa Claus suit. But perfect plans often crumble due to uncontrollable variables. Innocence. The moment he stepped out of the car, children from all over town swarmed him. "Santa, Santa, I want a ball." They surrounded him, pulling his arms and legs, trapping the wolf in a cage of affection. Imagine the irony. A bank robber forced to lead a parade of children straight into the crime scene. Had to fake a smile, patting their heads, while in his pocket he was not clutching candy. He was gripping the cold handle of a .45 pistol. When the heavy bank doors closed, the mask of mercy fell off. This is a robbery. Everybody down. In that second, the dream of a little child shattered into pieces. Little Frances Blassingame, 6 years old. She did not see a thief. She saw Santa Claus holding a gun. She did not run. She screamed, "They're going to shoot Santa. They're going to kill Santa." Her scream triggered a primal instinct. Her mother seized the chaos, pushed her daughter out the back door, and ran through the freezing wind to the police station. That run lit the fuse of a time bomb. Remember the $5,000 reward? The moment the news spread, Santa is robbing the bank, the town of Cisco turned into a battlefield. Over 1,000 citizens grabbed their rifles, shotguns, and pistols. They did not come to arrest. They came to hunt. Thousands of bullets rained upon the bank. Police Chief G.E. Bitt and Deputy George Carmichael were gunned down. Their blood dyed the white snow red. Santa and his elves were trapped in a trap of their own making. They did the most cowardly thing possible. They took 2 little girls as hostages, using innocence as a meat shield to walk to their car. But then the goddess of fate played her cruelest joke. They had planned everything: the guns, the suit, the hostages, but they forgot the most basic thing: gasoline. And silence followed. Just like that, the getaway car became a metal coffin. Panic set in. The perfect plan had just run out of fuel. Look at those lights surrounding us. That's not a celebration. Those are the hunters. Thousands of them, armed, angry, and closing in. Santa is about to learn a hard lesson, that in Texas there is no exit for the wicked. This nightmare has only just begun. You want to see how he survives, or if he survives? Hit that subscribe button right now. Don't miss the execution. I mean, the conclusion. To be continued.